Here we go. We get ready to go green on the first race of the GTPlanet Fantasy Series. The pace car rolls off. GT Racer 98 and Carbonox lead us down to the green flag. We are finally racing after a long wait in the GTPlanet Fantasy Series. As they all go roaring into turn 1, so far so good. And they make their way down into turn 2. But as they made their way out of turn 4, it would be 3 wide, coming to see who would lead the inaugural lap of the series. Coming to the finish line, Carbonox gets the first lap led. Already seeing 3 and 2 and 3 wide, very common. And we're only on lap 2 now. Look at that. Things started to calm to about 2 wide or so, but you can see how active the pack is from an aerial shot now of lap 5. Things starting to calm down toward the front, getting to the single file, or not single file, rather double file. A couple drivers making it 3 wide. And see a flyby there. May have noticed the 51 car off the pace a little bit. Losing the draft, but still hanging around there. He is not nearly in as bad a position as Mega Umbreon right now, who is way off the pace. Currently running over 13 seconds behind the leaders. This is an onboard with ABP in the number 18 Chevrolet. He is currently trying to make a move here onto the inside, looking at a 3 wide situation, and the racing is extremely close. Look at that, 4 wide up in the pack. Jaggy right there, and oh, Jaggy gets turned by Turbo Snail in front of the field, and we have a caution, and they are now crashing. The big one happens on lap 8. Oh my goodness, the 51 went flying into there. Caution flag is out. Have a look at what happened. It looks like Turbo Snail got into Jaggy, and Jaggy came up into Michelin, and things are looking okay at this point. A couple cars get some damage. Looked like somebody got their nose. Yes, I believe Ryu and Winning both got into the back of those cars as they were crashing. Gonna ride on board with Checker here. Oh man, nowhere to go. Right into the back of Sparky Tooth and into the side of Doodle. There's Winning in it. ABP. Alright. Just barely made it through at the front here. This is Ryu. Yeah, everything just checks up in front, and there's just nowhere to go, unfortunately. Take a look at it here. Wow. Diving through the grass there. That's a risky move. After a brief red flag, the caution came back out, and every single car still running hit the pit lane. Every car. Coming out of the pits, Silver Wing blows the engine. Something we've seen a lot out of the Toyotas in testing. The engine's been blowing. He will drop out of the race. NASCAR Fan 1400 leads us down to the green flag on lap 12, followed by the 87 of Quiet Girl, the only female in the field. As they roar off into turn 1. Coming out of turn 2, Quiet Girl took the lead. Ran down the back straightaway, got a run on the 14, and made a lot of ground. Ended up leading the lap, being the first female to lead a lap in the GTPlanet Fantasy Series. That taking place on lap 13. Now riding on board, and you can just see how crazy it is. 3 wide at Daytona, being in the middle. Scary sight. Just after the restart, Turbo Snail comes into the pit lane for an unscheduled pit stop. He would come back out. Riding on board with the 38 of Johnny 1996, some drivers have opted to pull out of the pack because they already don't like what they see. You can see those cars there kind of running in the back. B. Howe 83 thinking about jumping out as well. As you can tell, it is 3 wide all through the pack, and I guess they didn't learn from the first crash. As you can see here, still all 3 wide, and uh-oh, couple of cars bump into the wall there. Look out, everybody. 3 wide, 4 wide there. Whoa, the one car almost hit Mega Umbreon. Skipping to 22 and oh! Trouble, there's 2, 3 more cars. It's another big one. This is a huge one. And oh my goodness! Oh! One car up on their roof. Still cars driving under cars here in turn 2. I believe that was Samurai 8 Juice upside down. Riding on board here. Mr. Unknown just wiped out the field. Just wiped out the field. And oh yeah, that was the 77 upside down. Look at Mr. Unknown. Just turns down right in front of the leaders. Right in front of the leaders. Ah. And look at the mess he caused. A huge, huge crash. On board with Ferinkazin. Somehow he gets through with minimal damage. Oh man. NASCAR Fan 1400. That you shouldn't have been making a move like that in front of a field when they're all going 3 wide. This is on board with Race Car. The caution is out. And oh my goodness, he just plows right into the 77 and rolls him over. Very big crash caused by a very stupid move, in my opinion. That was everyone just plowed into it, and then oh my goodness, a huge crash that caused an hour-long red flag for cleanup and track repair. After the caution came out, everybody except for Turbo Snail and Mr. Unknown 7 came into the pit lane. Coming out of the pit, we lost another engine. BK Glover's number 79 car lost the motor. He had to retire from the event. As you can see, this cut the field all in half. As they come back to the green on lap number 26, it cut the field in half. And even then, the rest of the field, you know, as you see now, breaking up into different groups because some of the cars got damaged. A time lapse here showing you the groups. From here on out, it basically, you see the 86 car took the lead in the lead pack, but he just continued to lead. Nobody has anything for the 86 at this point. In the back of the pack here, it's the 4 car of Bane Hamlin leading that group. Taking a look at the field, there's about 20 or so cars still on the lead lap, 21 cars on the lead lap, only about 6 of them in the lead pack. On board with D. Cybertron here, making a move to put the number 14 of NASCAR Fan 1400 a lap down. And as you can see, 10, 20 laps into the run, still nobody challenging him. Goofy Tyler just hanging in the back there. You see the 86 now lapping another car. And around lap 39, more pit stops occurred. Mega Umbreon going a lap down. Cybertron finally comes into the pit lane, relinquishing the lead for the first time since the restart. You see now as the rest of the field cycles in and out of the pit lane. But this is what happened after the pit stops. Goofy Tyler and Raffle Waffle out in front, and it continued on with just the 3 cars or so there until this happened. Dustone loses the engine and stops the car in turn 3 on lap 101. The caution comes out. It changes everything. They all come into the pit lane. They all come out of the pit lane except for Dustone. Cybertron back in the front. You'd think this means he's going to be dominating again and your winner of the 400 is decided. It's not. As soon as they made their way into turn 1, Raffle Waffle looks underneath him and takes the lead. But it wasn't long before Raffle Waffle was then passed by the number 28 of Earth. You see him going on the inside on lap 108. Skipping to lap 111, it was then Goofy Tyler in the Snail Racing League Chevrolet, diving to the low side down the back straightaway, taking the lead, but it wasn't long before Earth took it back. It was these two duking it out all the way up until lap 142, when they had to come in to make final pit stops. You see the 4 coming in there, 4 cars. But at the end of pit stop cycles, it was actually Raffle Waffle out front in the Toyota, but Goofy Tyler and Cybertron quickly went around him with 5 laps to go. But then came Goofy Tyler to the front still. Raffle Waffle got around to Cybertron to the white flag. Going into turn 1, you see he's gotten a gap on the rest of the field. It's just between Goofy Tyler and Raffle Waffle, as Farinkisen is the next man in line, and he is a lap down, battling to stay on the lead lap should these two crash down the backstretch. Will Raffle Waffle make a move going into turn 3? He does. He dives the Toyota low, below Goofy Tyler. The 19, the 16, neck and neck. The 16's getting an advantage out of turn 4. He has the inside line, the preferred line all day. After 160 laps and 400 miles, coming to the line, a photo finish. Raffle Waffle wins the Daytona 400 by a half a car length. What a race. What a finish. Raffle Waffle was running up front all day long, and it paid off. What a great day for that team. You see on your left the full race results, as well as the current point standings. Oh my goodness. Let's not forget about the runner-ups and their great performances. Only 5 cars here finishing on the lead lap. Raffle Waffle obviously winning. Goofy Tyler in second. Cybertron brought the number 86 Toyota home in third. Earth brought it home fourth. Oh man, what a race. Like I said, only 5 cars finished on the lead lap. There were only about 20 cars running at the end of this thing. And some well-deserved burnouts for the number 16 of Raffle Waffle. Seeing this performance, I cannot wait for the rest of the season to unfold. Thank you for watching here on Race TV with us. We'll see you next time at Watkins Glen.